Hello, Booktube, and welcome back. So, this is only going to be a short video. He says short, but watch me ramble. I've actually, shock and horror, gone and bought some books. I've got three. Because if you've not watched any of my previous videos, I don't buy books anymore. This in this room now is all the physical books I've got in my house that's left. I've done a lot of culling of the books, so the books around me here are pretty much the more sentimental or the ones I actually enjoy the most. And the reason I don't buy books anymore is A, they take up way too much space, B, I prefer reading on the Kindle, and C, it's cheaper to get the books on the Kindle rather than physical copies. But why did I break the rules? Well, apart from gifts and all that, I might get a couple of books for Christmas. It's usually the Penguin hardback classics, which are on the up in the gods, which you can't see. Other than that, I don't usually get them. Apart from these three, and it was because I was given a Waterstones voucher, £30 or whatever it was. Waterstones is a major bookstore, book chain in the UK. So I went there today and splashed out on three books, and two of them belong to a series, and I got a graphic novel. So here we go. The graphic novel first. I'm a super duper fan of DC. I do love me DC, and this is Batman: A Death in the Family. As you can tell, no spoilers. This is the one where Robin dies. Look, he dead. This is no spoilers there. This is a famous DC one, and from what I've not read it, so in this book, it's how Batman copes now of being back to the lone vigilante fighting crime after I think it's Joker kills off Robin. Now, it's your classic DC. Look at that. Oh. I do love graphic novels, and from what I've read, that people have made up that this particular, because there's different iterations of Robin, and people are glad that this Robin died. Apparently, he was quite douchey. So yeah, this is all crime fighting Batman alone now. What's he going to do? How's he going to cope? He's going back to his roots, I believe. Looking forward to reading this. As I said, I do love DC. I got a lot of Batman up there. A couple of Superman. I'm not the biggest fan of Superman. He's too goody two shoes for me, I find. And yep, so I'm going to look forward to that. I think apart from that and A Court of Owls, I think are the only ones I haven't read. So that is A Death in the Family. Next is, I don't know if you can see them on camera. Yeah, this is the series here. I haven't got to it in the bookshelf at all yet, but this is, I believe, the last one. This is Leviathan Falls by James S.A. Corey. It's actually two authors. That's Daniel Abraham and Ty Frank, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Ty Frank. Yeah, it is. So, and they've wrote all these 9 books. And it's a sci-fi series, and I absolutely adore this series. It's called The Expanse, the whole series, and I think The Expanse, it definitely has got a TV show, but I'm not sure whether it's still going, finished, or being cancelled. Not a clue. Haven't watched it. I don't know. But I absolutely adore this series, and this is the last book. This is book 9. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to do a complete reread of the series. I've never reread it, but as you see, it's a lot of books, and I need to get my head back into that world before I pick up the 9th book, I think. But I believe, this is Holden. Is his name Holden? Yeah, Holden's like the main good guy, and he's trying to get the humanity together now and trying to survive as some empire collapsed in the previous book, and there's big massive forces now, big evil forces who are coming to kill everyone because the gate builders. That's it. I'm trying to read the back here. The gate builders were killed by these things that are coming now to kill off the rest of humanity. And am I looking forward to this? But I'm going to have to read the 8 that came before it, because I mean, it's no hardship. I'll probably start this in January again and probably finish it off in February, March or something like that. But this is good. If you love your science fiction, pardon me, and you haven't read The Expanse, what? Go out there and read it. It is great. I can't speak on the TV series. My friend, who is a TV nerd, he said The Expanse was a little bit too grim, dour, and miserable for him. But that's just like his opinion, man. So Leviathan Falls. Can't wait to get to it. And this is the second book of the second tale of Witness. I don't know if you can actually see. It's by Stephen Erickson. I should show the book, shouldn't I? The main series is next to The Expanse here. It's behind the V for Vendetta mask. Malazan Book of the Fallen. That's the main series, and the new books are the first one's there. I've not got to it. Where's my finger? Oh, you can't see it. It's too low. So I've got books that are too high, and I've got books that I've got too low. So the first book of the new series is, what's it called? The God Is Not Willing, is it? Yeah, The God Is Not Willing, and this is the second part of it now. This is No Life Forsaken. Now, this is after all that good stuff from the main series of Malazan. Malazan's probably up there, top 3 of my favourite fantasy series of all time. It's hard to get into. The Gardens of the Moon, the first book, is a difficult read. For a fantasy book, it's a difficult read. But as soon as you get past that first book, you're in then, and it's epic in every sense. There's thousands of different stories, millions of characters, all that good stuff. And so this is what's happened straight after those 10 books. The first one is about Karsa, who's in the main series, this bulky god thing. And he's pretty much a god right now, but he's an indifferent god. He doesn't really want to do it. And it's all about uprisings, the first book, and there's a bad guy that wants to kill Karsa. He's coming down from the mountain to slay him. And the second book is, I believe, just set in, what's the city called? Is it Danispan, however you pronounce it. And there's an uprising, there's a revolt now, because the Malazan army, the whole series is based on the Malazan Empire, and by this point the Malazans are just pretty much, they're in a fragile state, pretty much like the British Empire in 1946. It's just shattered, and they're trying to protect this city while this uprising is going on. And what's the person's called? What's the person's name? Arenfell. Arenfell is like this. He's the leading this investigation now to find this uprising and kill it off immediately before it gets completely out of hand. But in typical Malazan, Stephen Erickson way, there's plenty of dodgy things going on in the background. He's going to get knifed in the back or what? And the gods in this are brilliant. They're like the pantheon. You like the old Greek and Roman gods. They're quite shallow at times and make stupid decisions. Oh, it's great. So this is the second book of the second tale of Witness. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. So I'm probably going to read these two again. Well, this one again this month. And then I'll probably pick that up later in November and report back and see if it's any good. Caveat, I am a massive fan of Malazan. It's probably going to be good. And so that's it, folks. So I picked up Stephen Erickson's second book of the second tale of Witness. The last book in The Expanse, Leviathan Falls. and there's a graphic novel, A Death in the Family. So here we go, boom, all three of them books new and to be stored in here. And that's it, and I'll probably make another video tomorrow. Bye, Booktube.